Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at the Ninth Doctor's second issue now. I think it only runs for about 5 or 6 issues, not very long, yes I know, but anyway, the front cover is very reminiscent of sort of, is it the Doctor Dances or the Empty Child, the bit where he has the sort of nanogenes and whatnot, but still in this sort of very nice oil pastel-like cover, very reminiscent of the first cover as well. You've got the sort of barcode in the TARDIS sort of design, issue 2 there, who the artist is of the cover, and the Titan Comics sort of thing. The writer of this sort of issue, a stilt shot of Christopher Eccleston, Doctor Who in sort of a diamond logo, big letters of Doctor Who, new adventure with the Ninth Doctor, which is kind of false advertising because this is the second one, so it kind of the first, and then this one continues on, that sort of story. But if you didn't get the first one, there is a nice, very appreciated, I can imagine, previous bit, which is just a quick little synopsis of the last issue, a little bio on each of the 3 characters, lots of information about how to contact Titan Comics on Twitter, the website, and Facebook. And yeah, it's got very nice panels at the beginning. It still keeps in theme of the these sort of panels, still keeps those in theme with the sort of last issue. The last issue sort of had these sort of silhouette based themes or sort of panels. The thing that I do have to agree with the Host Productions is that with sort of the Ninth Doctor sometimes smiles, and it is kind of weird because, you know, in the series you never see him smile, and so when they draw him smiling it is rather weird. But I think he suits this sort of angry sort of look a lot more. I associate with the Ninth Doctor anyway, sort of him being angry. You know, you got some really good panels. You know, you got this really big sort of panel, which sort of reminds me of something you'd see in sort of Star Wars, sort of the episode 4, A New Hope, or sort of just the sort of Tatooine sort of alien sand planet, because it helps with the fact that it is a sand-based planet that they're on. This sort of shot, this double-paged sort of shot of a sort of dirty black market sort of trading arms dealery place, very reminiscent of something you'd see on Tatooine in Star Wars, which I quite like. I quite like that sort of aspect of Doctor Who, really, when it goes all gritty and sort of more, I don't know, more mainstreamy sci-fi, really, if that makes sense, because you'd expect that from something like maybe Star Wars or Star Trek or Aliens or whatnot, maybe. Or not Aliens, but sort of Star Trek, Star Wars, and sort of Battlestar Galactica, that's it. Sort of thing where they have sort of a intergalactic sort of markety place. Now, there was a panel that really made Rose look really good because she looked really bossy then. I can't remember what panel it was now. Trying not to give away too much, but this panel, I really like this panel as well. It sort of shows Gallifrey and a load of Dalek sources. I absolutely adore this one, and I think the issue 1 and issue 2 are set sort of in between, sort of just after the sort of 2-part Empty Child and Doctor Dances, and in between that and then Boomtown, I think, is the next one, because Jack's still in it. But I think it's a nice gap, because they do sort of have a gap, I think, in there. So yeah, very just nice animation, very nice sort of hand drawn sort of effect a lot of the time. I really like it. Oh, that really looks like sort of Rose and how I see her character, very sort of bossy and sort of just like blubbering on and gabbing on and whatnot. So yeah, that's enough about the comic as a whole. I like the story. The narrative still pushes forward to a good point where I feel like I've, sort of got enough of it, if that makes sense. Like, it didn't feel too long and it didn't feel too short, which can often be the case with some sort of comic books, that you can feel like you've paid £3.10 or £2.60 depending where you go. And you can sometimes feel sort of cheated because there's only maybe a few pages or whatnot. But anyway, yeah, so it's definitely worth the value of your money, and obviously back to back with the first or the second, the first issue even, and then this one, reading them all in one, it would be definitely worth the money. But yeah, Big Finish stuff advertised on the back, which is nice. 12th Doctor issue 9 advertised there. This thing, sketch comedy thing, never read those, but that's there. Advertising the other issues, but on digital formats. And if you subscribe, you get Blood of the Daleks Part 1 and 2 if you subscribe to Titan Comics. Advertisement for random books. Advertisements for issue 3. The 2 covers you can get. A little quote when it's out, whatnot. And yeah, that's about it really. Yeah, that's it. It's a well-earned, I don't know, it's just a well-rounded product. And I think if you can find it, I highly recommend you go out and pick this one up. Thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.